Okay, so we've got 32 emotes to go through here, all right? It's 2 sets of 16. We have the original 16 AOL emotes, the very pixely ones. And then we have the remakes of those 16 that are the remakes of them that are like higher res and are the ones that were there by the time I started using AIM. So we're gonna go through one by one, the old one and then the remake one, and rank them all from S tier to crust tier. Starting out, we have this bitch, alright? So, now this guy is a little... This guy's a little bit cursed. Like, he's cursed, but I wouldn't call him crust, you know? Like, he got a little tooth. He do got a little tooth. You gotta give him points for that. This one's like, it's clear, it's concise, it's enough of like, hey, I'm happy, and it's not weird. So this is like, it's nothing amazing. It's not quite C though. I think this is like a B tier. This is a B tier smile. Now the remake of it, I think the remake of it is a little bit less creepy. So with being a little less creepy than that one, it's still creepy. So, this isn't A tier. No way is this A tier. But I think this is a better B tier. I think both of they're pretty straightforward ones, you know? So I think we're gonna put those there. Alright, now we get this one. This guy is very upset, as you can see. That's an S? You think this one's an S tier? Like, when I want a sad emoji, I don't want one that, like... you know, he's like looking to the side. He looks more like guilty than anything. I just want like the blank face sad emoji, like this. How this is a blank face happy. You don't like how shiny he is. You're gonna hate the remake. I think this one is like slightly worse, maybe than this one. Like maybe a C tier for that one, you know. Now I'm just gonna go out and say the remake of that one. The remake of that one is D tier, alright? Like, that's kind of weird looking. He looks like he's busting. This looks like someone's busting to you? Okay, now we're getting into, like, the creepy category now, alright? This one. This one is crust. That is a crust tier emote if I've ever seen one. Now, the remake is not much better, but it's like... It's a tiny bit better. Like, I think we can put this in, like, D tier. So... we gotta talk about the remake for this, but first off, the initial one. Now, it's a little bit cursed, but I don't think it's quite crust, you know? This is a pretty good emote, honestly. Like, it gets across... Like, when you did, like, the tongue sticking out face back in, you know, back in the days when people still used that... It was to be goofy or random, you know? And I think this gets it across well. So it gets it across well. It doesn't add more than it needs. It's not as creepy as the smile. That's not a tongue. Looks like a bit of blood he's got near his mouth. When you think of it like that, it's a lot different. I'm giving this one an A tier, honestly. Like, that's a pretty good emote. Now the remake. Can somebody tell me what the fuck this shit is? That's not the emotion you're trying to get across when you do the tongue sticking out face. That's like a frog seeing a fly. Like, this guy is 100% going F. That's F tier. That's not even like crust, that's just F tier. That's a boomer trying to relate to what kids are doing on AOL. My face when I see Pokimane. Alright, next up. Welcome to downtown Coolsville. This guy gets it across pretty well, you know? His sunglasses are a little small, but I think, again, he gets it across. I think it's like a B tier emote. But considering what they had at the time, honestly, I might even have to bump this up to an A. Now, this is gonna stay B tier. That's you're really epic. You know what? No, this one is going to be A tier because the remake, look at this. That man's straight ballin'. That's an S tier. That's an S tier emote right there. Like, you use that, people know what you're swimming in, you know? Swimming in a bunch of cats, alright? Chat man! Okay, next up. So yes, that's S tier. Don't care what you say, it's S tier. Alright. This guy is, he's shocked. They get the emotion across pretty well. I'm kind of at a loss for this one, honestly. Jack, put yourself in crust tier for that. Okay, hang on. That's not shock, that's pure ecstasy. I mean... Sure. Yeah, sure, we could call it that. This face, honestly... Like, it's fine. You know, it gets the point across, it's fine. It's not weird like this guy. That's C tier? You think this is C tier? Okay, let's wait to put this when we decide where the other one is. The other one is very similar. You know, it's like very similar, but it looks more shocked. He's got the eyeliner on. So you think this one's better, huh? Wow, Darkest Dungeon looks weird. Yeah, this is Darkest Dungeon. So I think that we can probably say this one we can put in C and this one we can put in B. Like, this is shocked. This is Big Titty Goth GF shocked, you know? Because you got the eyeliner. Tier list of your regular viewers. Okay, subs go in S tier, plebs go in crust. Alright, next up. This next one is the perfect representation of Doski, I think. So, the weird thing about that emote, it almost looks like somebody, like, popcatted it, you know? Like, it looks like somebody bulged the inner face. Like, it looks like there was, like, a bulge effect on the inner face. Because of that, it's gotta go at least A tier. Like, it's Popcat before Popcat existed. Now, the remake of that is honestly pretty freaking good. That's not anger, that's a whole new emotion. Yeah, so like, this one's pretty good. Like, it gets the point across of anger that you're trying to portray, but it also, it does a step better. You know, like, this one gets the point across just in a funny way. This one is like, I'm mad at you. It's even got, like, the demon eye. This is a Dark Souls boss, alright? This is a Dark Souls 3 boss. That's S tier. That's an S tier emote. That's pure fucking rage, yeah. This next one, is a little weird. He's sad. He got the single tear going down his face, you know? You think F? I mean, I think it's bad. I don't think it's F tier. Like, I wouldn't go lower than a D on this. I'd say, like, C or D for this guy. Looks like a mumble rapper emoji. Alright. Well, chat seems like they're not a big fan of it. I think we can put this in D, alright? Because I don't want to put it down with F, because F is like, this just doesn't even portray the proper emotion. So, you know, like, we're gonna keep it up in D. Okay, now the remake is probably it's one of the AOL emojis that I remember the most. Is this man okay?
No! God, please, no! No!
Is he sick? That's not healthy. This is a crust emote. This is 100% a crust emote. Now, what was this one even supposed to be? I need to look this one up again. Hang on. Money mouth? What is... When do you use the emote money mouth? Can an AOL user please explain this one to me? So what? I'm like, oh man, I'm making that coin money mouth. It looks like zipped lips. Yeah, it looks like zipped lips, but it's not. It's called money mouth. Chat, let's bring back money mouth. From now on, anytime that anybody says anything about money, I want everybody to post this, alright? Everybody needs to post money mouth. So this is like just a bad emote. So let's Google this, alright? Money mouth. I'm just gonna Google money mouth and see what it means. Money mouth, okay, yellow face with raised eyebrows, dollar signs for eyes. Okay, so this emote evolved into the emote of people, you know, with like money in their eyes. Like if I'm thinking money mouth, like someone's talking about money, I'm thinking like this emote, you know? Like that kind of thing. But that's not what this is. Okay, so this is F tier. This is an F tier emote for sure. And the remake is no better. The remake, they had ample opportunity to make money sign eyes. Alright, so this is also F tier. Any money mouth emote is F tier. This next one is also kind of F tier. But we'll see. It could even be D. Now, it's funny. It's funny because of the context. This is foot in mouth. You see, it's a mouth and it's a face and the mouth is a foot. It's like a little strange, you know. I'd even maybe say crust. These emotes are quirky AF, and I'm loving it. AOL Instant Messenger was a time to be alive. That's crust. Okay, so this is crust. Now I'm gonna say the remake is even more crust. That's the only reason I was hesitant about putting it in crust, because there is worse. The remake looks excited. The remake is like, my mouth is a foot, and I'm excited about it. Like, it just more looks like this guy is just nomming on a foot. Like, this one is 100% crust. It's so crust that I almost want to move this just up to F tier, but it's got to stay in crust. Okay, so that's that. Next, the beauty emote. The beauty emote gets it across. You know, it gets all the points. It has the beauty mark. It has the lips. Like, this one I think I'm gonna give A tier. It's not S, but it's pretty good. Now, this is another one that I remember pretty well. The remake. This is a good emote, honestly. I like this emote. Like, I don't see like a lot of reason beyond shitposting that you would really use it in 2021. But like, I like this emote, you know? So, I'm gonna put that in S tier. Okay, next up we have, this one. So, you know, just kind of like a, you know, not really feeling it sort of way. You think C tier for that one? I could see C tier. I'd even maybe say, like, I was gonna say B tier, but it doesn't portray really the right emotion, though. Like, I guess at the time, it was more of like, I'm feeling meh, and, you know, because, like, the thing about modern day slant face is kind of supposed to be more of like a shrug, or like a, I just feel kind of numb about it, you know? This is more like, I am upset. So, I think it didn't age as well, so we're gonna put that in a C tier. Now, the remake just does not understand the concept of the emote at all. It looks like Pac-Man. I can't tell what emotion he's supposed to be portraying other than, like, a sad frog. Honestly, I feel like this and the tongue stick out emoji should just go in frog tier. This is F. This is 100% F. This is another one that didn't age properly, I feel like. It aged in a different way. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be embarrassed. Embarrassment, it turned into the flushed emote, you know? Like, you don't get, like, this, like, that looks like they were just scolded. It's pretty cursed, but it's not crust. It just didn't age right, so I think this is another C tier, honestly. Now, the remake gives me, this energy. Well, it gives me this energy, actually. I'm glad they moved the mouth down a little bit, but this one's going D tier because this makes me think of this one. So that's D tier, 100%. All right, we got a few more here. Okay. The, like, lips are sealed, tape over mouth. Now, being the first major bridge from the emoticon, from, you know, like, :X, turning into this, it's a pretty good bridge, I think. Solid A. I think I could go for an A on this one. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Now, this next one's getting an S tier because it is the one I think I remember the most from AOL. The tape over mouth remake. That's S tier. Like, this isn't like a, oops, I said too much. This is a, help, I'm being held hostage. That's an S tier emote. I wish I had that in Discord. Oh, you know what we need to do? Club Penguin emote tier list. Next. Big smile. Big smile. I mean, he's heckin' smiling. Like, that's a big smile, you know? It's a big boy smile. I think that gets, like, across. It has, like, the shit-eating grin tactic to it, which I'm a fan of. So I think I'm gonna give this one an A tier. Like, that's pretty good. And the remake, honestly, the remake is just as good. I think the remake's even better, honestly. Like, this one is a little too busy. So we're gonna move that to B. We're gonna put this at A. Troll face vibes? Kinda. Alright, our last two. We have the Halo, which I think is really cursed. Specifically because of the eyes. So, like, that's crust. And the remake's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good, I think. Like, I'd give that like a B, I think. So, hey, there you have it. A comprehensive guide to the original and remakes of the AOL emotes. There we go.